Hi everybody, and welcome back. Last time on Betrayal at Krondor, we continued our way towards Hawk's Hollow. We were ambushed by a couple more assassins who were after Gorath, and I think, just maybe, Owen may have caught a fever or something. I don't know. Because his stamina health bar is red, which it shouldn't be, I believe. I don't know. I've forgotten what the indications for someone getting sick were, and I don't want anybody to be sick. We're just going to see how this plays out. For the time being, there's nothing I can do. And we found this shop here in the middle of nowhere, and we just rested. Let's see what kind of a shop this is. I don't know. Locky gasped. Several heads spun in grey space before him as disembodied arms and legs filleted together with a sound much like the clashing of kitchen scullery. Looking closer, he realized that the body parts were not in fact body parts, but instead very tarnished pieces of armor that had been suspended from the shop's rafters. "You there! Careful! It may all come down on your heads!" A gnomish man approached from the rear of the shop, a match held tight between his fingers. So there are gnomes, so gnomes are kobolds, right? Do I remember that correctly? That's what the dwarf told us, although he's not really to be trusted. What accent could gnomes have? I think gnomes are Russian. No, elves should be Russian. Gnomes are... Gnomes can be German. Why not? Should have knocked. Nearly didn't hear you from upstairs. I can see why you came in, though. Your armor is quite in a state. Another blow to your suit and you'll look like those up there. I'll fix you right up. If it's all the same, I'd prefer to buy an armorer's hammer. I'm sure you would, but I'm not in the business of ruining my livelihood. I'm an armorer, and I make my living in repairs. People go fixing their own, and I'm out of business. Right? Oh god, that was horrible. I can't even do a German accent. My Scottish one was bad enough. So, Joseph the Animals. Alright. A weapon. Well, that's actually good. We have some money to throw around, and I would go for... Never mind, he doesn't sell any of it, he just repairs. God damn it. Well, let's see what he can do for us. Oh, can we just put some of the... Let's see. Let's see if we can sell this. No. Can you repair that? 9 sovereigns. Why the hell not? Fix it. Can you repair that? No. Just armor. He's absolutely useless. We have the money. Might as well run around in good armor. We're not going to fix those that that we carry around in our inventory. They would fetch more, but it still would be a loss at the end of the day. Well, that's a fairly useless shop. Good day to you, sir. Joseph the Animal. The Animal. Joseph das Tier. Anyway. Yeah, I've decided that elves should be Russians. I took a couple of days from recording because I was on a way with my motorcycle. This time I didn't hurt myself. I was in southern Tyrolia, which is in Italy. Tyrolia is Austria, southern Tyrolia is Italy. And I tell you, this is the... I can't do that accent. I should... That would be fun, doing a southern Tyrolean accent, but it's just mind-boggling. They make do without consonants. It's really weird. And German accents, I don't know, some of you may know, but there's a lot of German varieties. Far more than would be expected from the little landmass that that is actually German speaking. It's actually, and they vary a lot. They differ more than even English dialects, I'd say. Like, even if you took a Scottish person and a person from Kentucky, they'd still be closer together than, oh, say, someone who speaks Low Bavarian and someone who speaks Plattdeutsch, which is very, very northern German. But none as weird as Southern Tyrolean, I tell you. Anyway, I'm briefly scanning for chests or such. Also, it's just a matter of time until we get ambushed again. And here's another little pathway that slopes off to the side of the road. It's going to be a while until we arrive in Hawk's Hollow, I think, at this rate. I found that it's sometimes a bit easier to navigate on this map. Is it getting dark again? Hey, how weird. We didn't do much this time at all. Anyway. Or maybe I just had it unpaused before I started recording. I don't know. Let's see. I guess there's something there. There's usually no dead ends that don't have anything at them. Can't see anything though. No. Completely useless dead end. Okie dokie then. I think we're going to have to rest again unless we're really close to Hawk's Hollow. Map, open thyself. Which I don't think we are. Nah, still at least another day's march. Let's use this map so there we go. Alright. Let's rest until daybreak and see if Owen snaps out of it. He does! Okay, so he's not sick. That's good. I don't think... I'm not actually sure if there's a... Where am I going? West? No, that's not right. I don't think there's a timer on this game. There are some quests that say you have to do this and that, and you have a month time or something like that. But I'm not sure if the game actually keeps score. I don't think I ever risked it. Because this seems like the sort of game that would just tell you, well, your own damn fault, you took too long. But unless it explicitly says something, you can't really go wrong by taking your time. Again, I may be completely wrong about this, but I'm still taking my time. Not that I have much of a choice. Well, I could... See, I could walk through the night by simply using torches, but at some point everybody would get tired. I would get a message about this, everybody would start complaining, and there's nothing really gained from that. And yet another. Am I walking in the right direction? Yes, I am. So this is just another... Am I? Yes, I am. We're almost to Hawk's Hollow. Before that happens, though... Why? Okay, there we go. We're going to check out this little side road here. And see if that leads anywhere. I don't know. Great riches may await us. Horrible enemies? Who knows? Nothing can stop me. I have hot chocolate. Ugh, it's another useless dead end. Something over... Is that chest I spy over there? Just a part of a poorly animated tree trunk. The letter! Oh well. Oh, okay, so this is just... Let's see, sometimes things are hidden between rocks like those. No. Not complaining. There are some, I think there are some unique weapons that you can only find by checking all those nooks and crannies and making sure that you find the right box there. But and this is a game you obviously can do a perfect run of, which is never going to happen when I play it. But you could go to a walkthrough or just be really observant. I think that should do it as well, and find everything and just get the most awesome equipment and what have you. Not going to happen. I'm lucky to stay alive. I think it's getting dark again. Those days are short. But I believe we're going to make it to Hawk's Hollow before night breaks in. Oh, I was unobservant. Locky struggled to make sense of it all. As the enemy advanced, his concentration was in two places, in his legs, making certain of his stance and balance, and on his opponents, wondering how they had been able to track them down so quickly. All such thoughts were quickly forgotten as the enemy charged into their ranks. They got the drop on us. They came from the left, I believe. It's just two of them. No biggie. Since he has most of his stamina back, I'm just going to have him cast spells all over just so he can train that. It's not really necessary against two, but it's fun to blind them. Alright, you just... yeah, you hit them. You as well, get up. Aww, you're not fast enough. Just get up here. I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure if this actually trains his accuracy at spellcasting, or if you need to have a targeting spell like a fireball or something like that, but let's swing at him. Aha! You just stab him. And you regenerate. Very good. I think as long as there's not more than 3 of them, of those guys, of those assassins, no, where you think you're going, we'll be fine. But these are just the lowliest and most harmless kinds of enemies, the Moradel assassins. Doesn't run away. He doesn't. Good. Because he's blind. It'd be fun if you'd run into a tree or something like that. That would add some comic relief. Very nice. Yes, search the bodies. Thinking will only make it worse. There's a couple of messages. It's not always the same, but it's just like 2 of them, I believe. Yes, thinking only makes it worse. Ooh, that's a nice sword. I don't know... Can you use that? It's a Moradel Lamprey. I'm not sure if it's actually better or just works differently. Imperfect balance, yeah, just poo-poo it. 3 plus strength, 15 plus strength, 5 plus skill, minus 5 plus skill. How about you? Okay, so this is basically... The Lamprey is better in everything, except it's less accurate when you thrust. I think Gareth should have it, considering that Gareth is an elf. But he's... Nah, let's give it to Locky. There we go. Wait, did he have anything else? Yeah, broken down armor. Okay, so that's... Wait. There's the other one. Oh, rations. That's always nice. Share it. And a little bit of gold. What we need? Yeah, repair hammers. The gnome wouldn't give any to us. I wouldn't even have thought to ask him, but luckily Locky did that by himself. Are there any more of you assassins? Anywhere? Just once I would like to get the drop on them. There are some enemies that it's actually that it's absolutely crucial to get the drop on because they're just too powerful, but those assassins I don't really care about. I'm really not sure though what we're going to stumble into next because I have played this portion of the game, as I said, the first 2 or 3 chapters I believe, but I always took different routes and different approaches to the whole situation. I didn't always have that much money, so that's nice. Does that lead to Hawk's Hollow? Hawk's Hollow. Very good. Maybe we can find a shovel. I'd really like to do some grave robbing. I realize I've said that alarmingly often, but grave robbing's fun. You never know if you're going to find a huge treasure or some quest or just a zombie that's going to kick our asses. Alrighty. Now this looks like the inn. Let's see. It's chartered by the local lord. Some luxury. Oh no, and there's a loot. You know what that means. Hello, innkeep. Oh, he doesn't have anything to say to us. No, not quite yet. Another time though. Who are you? The question had been innocent enough. While he had meant nothing but asking the woman what she was doing in the tavern, Locky found he was suddenly at the mercy of a rather pathetic street hawker. "I'm trying to sell these," the woman said. She opened up a rucksack and drew out a handful of cracked seashells, handing them over to Locklear to examine. "Have you tried to sell them to a merchant somewhere?" Locklear asked. "A few places, but I found they won't buy anything they don't already have on their shelves. Why do they just need more of what they already have? I would think they would jump at the chance to stock items they don't have around." Locklear shrugged and handed the shells back. "I'm no merchant, but it might be a matter of knowing what your regular buyers come after. If you ever have anyone asking for shells, it probably doesn't make sense for you to waste your money trying to buy them." If you never have anyone asking for shells, well, I don't know what they would be good for. Well, obviously Locklear gives much, well, commercial advice or something. We have a bit of money, Locky can have some ale. Yes. If you drink enough of that, you'll get drunk. Obviously. I just did it like that. A table was cleaned for them. Sitting down on a splintered bench across from the man, Locky shared a bit of the mercenary's bread as he listened to a story. He's just taking his bread? Wow. It's pretty ballsy. As he listened to a story about a failed love affair with a married woman. As the story progressed from a sentimental recounting to a drunken blubber, it became evident that the man had no intention of finishing the tale anytime soon. "That's terrible," Locklear intoned around a mouthful of bread, his attention fixed instead on the wooden boards behind the mercenary's head. "Awful, tragic." "Ah, there you are," Stuart said, laying a heavy hand on Goreth's shoulder. "Are your lads still going to help me carry in those boys like we talked about?" Initially at a loss, but suddenly understanding they had been rescued, Locklear clapped his hands together. Yes, of course! If your drinking companion will forgive the absence." Blearily, the man looked up at them and nodded, waiting for someone to come and fill his cup. That's nice. This is just general banter. This has nothing to do with the plot or any quest. It's just nice that a game has those things. Owen, how about playing the lute a bit? Oh, that doesn't sound good. And we've been thrown out again. Well. Let's see. Okay, this is probably a store. There's a lot of houses around here. Let's see if we can snoop around a bit. A man invited them inside. "Come in, my name's Lucan," he introduced himself as he slapped his guests on the backs. "Nice to meet you. I haven't had visitors in some while. You know, it gets kind of lonely up here and the kids don't come too often. You have kids? They're a marvel if you don't think. And Locky seized Lucan's wrist and gave it a savage twist, forcing a shiny sovereign to fall from the man's pained fingers. Everyone watched in shocked silence as the gold clattered to the floor. I almost didn't feel you nabbing that from my purse. You're not a bad thief, but not good enough. Don't kill me, Lucan pleaded. Please! I don't have anything to give you, but I'll do anything. I'll teach you! You what? I'll teach you. Yes, that's it. Lucan said, his face brightening. Spare my life and I'll teach you what I know about locks, everything. What do you say? Sure. Considering that we basically broke into his home, I think he's got the moral high ground anyway, but hey. Very well, Lucan, you may teach us, but if we leave here with any less than we came in with... No, you have my word. Just sit here and I'll be right back. I'll go and fetch my practice locks and I'll be right back. Nice try, but no, you're staying here. Just tell Gorath where your practice locks are and he'll fetch them. Then we'll start our lessons. Okay, we broke in and now we're basically forcing him to cheat. We're not nice guys. We're not nice guys at all. As he resigned himself to the fact that he wasn't going to escape, Lucan lectured and demonstrated for the better part of the day before he set his practice locks aside. That's it. That's all I know. Good enough. I think we'll be on our way now. And Lucan, for your continued health, I would suggest that you get out of this thieving business. Now give us all your money! Well, that's not too bad. Free training! What's that house over there? Okay, there we go. Either the occupants slipped out, they're ignoring us, or they're stone dead sleepers. Whatever the case may be, we would probably be better look if we moved on. I think we should go to the inn and rest there, because when it's night, we actually may miss out on something that happens in the day. Turn around slowly. There we go. We're going to play the lute in the morning, because quite honestly, don't want to be thrown out in the middle of the night again. Well, Locky is low on stamina. Oh. Room's upstairs. Have a good night. See you all in the morning. Alright. Huh? Locky is in a good mood, apparently. No, I don't want to stay another night. Let's play the lute. Again, we're being thrown out. Ah, good times. Okay, but Owen learned them something about how not to play the lute. That's just one step ahead of, one step behind learning how to actually play the lute. He'd be better with the drums, I believe. Wait a moment. Is that the house we just... Ah, this is the shop. Alright. I think we have some crap to sell. Oh, nice stuff. There's shells too! Oh, he has no use for such an item. How about the sword? No. Oh, god damn it. If anything else? Nothing at all. With those bolts, but... Shells, Mother Brooch. Can't afford any. You see, it's just prices are very steep in this game. No. Gilda's Passkey, Virtue Key, Ring of the Golden Way. No. Do you repair stuff? The Wool Man. That's a weird name for a shop. No, he doesn't repair stuff. Okie dokie. I swear this town changed while I was asleep. That's never a good sign. No. This was the house where Lucan lives. Lucan's locked us down. We tried to break it again. Poor Lucan. Let's hear. The door opened a fraction of an inch. Your hands! A voice commanded. Pardon? What did you say? We were just breaking in here. Locky asked. Show me your hands. Palms up, thumbs out, and don't make any sudden moves. Faintly amused, Locky complied and did as asked, extending both his hands for the stranger's examination. On command, he turned his hands over, again waiting for the judgment of the voice in the house. You pass, the voice in the house pronounced at last, but his voice did not sound relieved. Alright then, listen carefully and don't ask any questions. What was all that hand business about? I said no questions, the voice snapped. Suffice it to say, I know that you can be trusted with what I have to say because you don't bear the sign. You should be on the lookout for scrolls or anyone bearing scrolls. Read them carefully, they could save your life. Be safe. Scrolls? Why? What's on these scrolls? Does it have anything? And he throws out. This is good, right? Because this is his house. You ever been in this house? It's an abandoned tavern. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. Why can't you share? Okay. Yeah, I believe it's really... Pretty soon we're just going to have to throw out those armors and swords, because honestly they're not worth much and they're just filling up our inventory. Well, that's Hawk's Hollow, everybody! Hope you enjoyed the stay. Let's just check the map if we didn't overlook anything. Is this a rock or a house? Let's see. A rock, apparently. Let's get back to the road. On the road again. No, I'm not going to sing. Oh, there's a chest over there. How very nice. Time for a save too. Bandit with iron. Oh, it's a murder lock. Fun. Let's see if we can solve this one. It's a long one. Axes and swords will not help you through, yet it and a little push will do. Some in the road would have fought and soon died, were it not close at hand to let them inside. Key? Let's see if key is a possibility. Ah, that was okay. Yeah, right, this was an easy one. Ooh! Wow. And a scroll. You take it then. Let's read it. Come on. The 5, is that 5? The 5 indicate increased dissident activity centered near Krondor region. Should any mortal not bearing the agreed upon hand tattoo pass into the kingdom, you are to assassinate them summarily and above all prevent contact with Krondor. So, well, we already knew that assassins were after Gorath. Let's see if we can find... I don't know if that region the note talked about was just a general region or a region around the city or town. Sethanon. I don't think so. No. Well, I guess we're just going to have to live with the fact that they're behind us. And let's get back on the road, as we talked about. Ooh, there's something up there. Where does this lead to? Ah, okay, one apparently up to L'Oreal, which I don't think we want to take. I think we're going to travel the road a little bit to see if there's actually this or is there something else there, and then we're going to return and... Or else we could make a slope around here. Well, I'm going to think a moment, and for the time being I'm going to end the video. Whenever we come back, we're going to decide where our path is going to take us next. Not directly to Krondor, but we have a lot of options. Until then, take care of yourselves, be well, and have fun. Bye bye.